And I am Tony, and we are both from The Rook Room, which is a pop-up all about unique board game events and experiences. We partnered with XBK, and we have a bunch of nerdy, geeky, game-centered events on the calendar with XBK. So go check out therookroom.com, check out our social channels, check out xbklive.com. You can find all the information there on all of our upcoming events on those websites and social media, so stay tuned.
And speaking of upcoming events, Allegra Hernandez will be taking the stage at the upcoming Live, Local, and Loud show at XBK on July 2nd. So XBK hosts a vinyl happy hour from 6 to 7 for anyone to come and hang out before the show. There's discounted drinks and some great music. The show itself starts at 7:30. So anyone's welcome to come for that vinyl happy hour before, but the show is for ticket holders only. So tickets for Live, Local, and Loud are $10 and are available along with all these other details on the XBK website, xbklive.com. So space is limited, masks are required, and there is a live stream of the event on Facebook and YouTube if you can't get tickets because they have been selling out. So make sure to grab your tickets if you want to see it in person. All right, joining us today is Allegra. Thank you for joining us today. How are you?
Hi, everyone. Well, I'm doing great. I was really looking forward to this interview all week. I had a really busy week I work with Girls Rock Des Moines, which was an awesome summer camp. We celebrate, uplift, and empower girls, trans, non-binary youth. And so I've been doing a lot of music stuff this past week, but I'm really excited to be here at the interview. So.
Yay! Oh man, we're so excited to have you, and we're going to be talking more about that, I hope, as we go here too.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is called Showtime and Tell. So this is a segment where we get to know the artists and performers of our city a little better by going beyond the kind of usual interview questions, and we're playing a little game/interview/scavenger hunt. So how this works, in case any of our viewers are new to this, we'll give them 3 prompts, and then we'll ask them to find things around their home, bring them back, and talk about them as a way to get to know them. All right, Allegra, you ready to play?
I'm ready.
Okay, here are the 3 things we need you to find for us today. Your favorite piece of furniture or decor in your home.
Okay.
Your favorite piece of band merch or concert memorabilia, ticket stub, whatever. And a gift from a loved one. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, perfect. Whenever you're ready, let's go.
I'm going to, okay, so quick recap. Got
Yes.
Oh gosh, I'm like, what happened? Okay.
It's okay.
Favorite furniture, concert, and gift from a loved one.
Perfect, you got it, yes.
Cool. Well, okay. Well, I'm in one of my favorite rooms in my home right now, which is kind of like I'll kind of show you some of the room. I'm using my laptop, so hopefully this is like, it kind of gets dark if I look at the window. Dark. This is like my music kind of room, and I know hopefully you can see this, but I have a bunch of like guitar amps and like, monitors here, and gift from a loved one. So this one is actually a gift from like my mom/aunt. So I have this really cool like metronome that was like made in like the 1940s or 50s. And what's cool about this metronome, so it's called Wilner, like Super Mini. And so what's special about this to me is my great-grandmother, who I never got a chance to meet, of course, but her name is Ethel. It's my mom's side of the family, so not my dad's side of the family, but she was from Hungary, Hungarian Jewish, and she played jazz piano, and this is like her metronome she used. And the cool thing about this metronome was that this metronome was built in Western Germany, which means that was before the Berlin Wall was like torn down. And so it's a very ancient like metronome. And what's special is because piano was actually, I mainly like play guitar, bass, and sing, but piano was actually kind of my first instrument, and it's just cool, like, because I don't have a lot of musical family members. Like, well, I do, but I don't really. No one in my immediate family, and it's cool to just have this metronome that was kind of passed to me. I guess my mom and aunt kind of gave it to me because they found it, and they're like, "Oh, this was our grandma's," and I'm like,
"Oh my gosh!"
It's one of those windy metronomes. It's like, if you set it on a hard surface, it works better. Gosh, it set it on a hard surface, it works better.
Wow.
I really think it's special to me because like I just love stuff like this, and it's important to me because it's like something from my family, and I think it's a really awesome gift. So
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
It connects you straight to your great grandmother in a way that pretty much nothing else could have. It's this hobby and this passion that you both shared. And this
yeah,
little piece of history has traveled its way straight to you.
yeah. So that's one item. So I got one thing of three, so a third. So now I'm gonna switch to like my room, so I'm gonna kind of walk around a bit. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
just gonna
sounds
get my
good.
you'll see my face on the way to the room because it's a laptop.
Cool.
Little home tour.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm going up the stairs right now. So,
Be careful.
um, yes, I'm like watching my feet. Okay, my room has some interesting wall colors. It's kind of okay. So this is my
I can't
room.
wait. Can't wait.
Love it.
Cool.
Orange and green. Most people, when they pick paints for their house, they pick like very like simple colors, like gray and blue. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna do orange and green.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's exactly my room. Is boring
so
blue.
this is kind of a new dresser I got, and it's kind of rad because like it's like a mirror, and that's kind of
Oh,
cool. And I just put this in my room, and everything is like a reflective, like a mirror.
Oh
It
my
is a mirror,
gosh.
pretty much. And I think it's really cool.
That is so cool.
I've
So,
That's
never,
like very rock
um,
and roll, I feel like.
yeah, I've never seen
yeah,
anything like
like
it.
yeah, I've never seen it like that either, but I just put it in my room, and I just thought it looked really cool, and um, it's just like a mirror. So that's my favorite piece of furniture right now. And you have to clean it a lot though because it's like a mirror. So yeah.
That's
It's
good
lots
though.
of
Good
pictures.
habit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
that's
favorite,
awesome.
yeah, it's cool. I like it too, but cool. So that's that. And then favorite thing from a concert is actually, well, it's one of my favorite things, but it's like the thing I have out the most right now. So
Yes.
on my wall, it's this poster right here, this like kind of 3D poster.
Yeah.
If you could see that, this is an artist. Her name is Kaki King. I don't know if you know of her. She's an
Mm.
instrumental like composer, guitarist, and I saw her like 4 years ago in Minneapolis, and I really love her music, and I think she's an incredible guitarist, and definitely she inspires me a lot. And this is really cool because the poster it comes with 3D glasses, and
I saw those sitting on top. That's
yeah,
awesome.
you could I put them on, but like it's so hard with my laptop. I know you could do that. I really like this poster because it's just really cool, and like I framed it and put it on my wall because I was like, this is a super cool poster. If anyone comes in my room, they can see a 3D poster with so
Yes.
Yes.
but those are like to answer those scavenger hunt questions, those are definitely like the first three things that popped in my mind. So
That is,
Genius. Perfect.
yes. And
yeah.
so unique too. Like each of them is so unique and has like a story with it too, which is awesome. That's exactly what we're looking for. Like, I haven't
Yeah.
seen a mirror dresser. I haven't seen a 3D poster. And like there is so much history with that metronome that it's awesome. These are great things for the scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for asking. I thought I was like, what am I gonna get thrown at? We'll find something.
It's a scary thing.
Yeah, I was watching like Lily's, and it was like, what would you bring on a deserted island? I was like, oh my god. But yeah, it's cool. So
Yeah.
Good. Well,
yeah,
I mean, you did a great job. We're really now I'm excited to see some of your music live. I was listening earlier and it kind of reminds me of some like Paramore and Waxhatchee and a couple of these like groups that I really like listening to. So I'm excited to see you live. Can you tell us a little bit more about what your show is going to be like?
sure. So at my show, I will be playing it's myself, guitar vocals with a drummer. I did find a bassist in time, but I'm fine with that for now because I'm running my guitar through a guitar and a bass amp with an octaver, octave on the bass amp to drop it down an octave so it sounds more supported. I'm playing with a drummer and I'm playing about roughly like 45 minutes. I don't think I'll go over that. and I'll be playing my whole EP that is on Spotify slash Bandcamp. It might sound a little different just because, first of all, I just want to share I wrote all the music parts for that guitar, bass, vocals. I wrote the drums for Goldmine. I did have some help with the first song, Dehydrate, because I'm I understand conceptually how to write and compose for all instruments, rock band instruments. I wouldn't say I can compose for like the bassoon, but
Yeah.
like so I conceptually understand drums. I can't play them as well as like some other instruments I listed. So I won't have, two guitars and like the bass player as I like would have hoped, but I know like I can play with just myself and just a guitar on stage. I can hold my own. And so what I'm excited is sharing this music. My music on my EP would be like the first time I've played it because I couldn't play any shows
Yeah.
last year because of the pandemic. And also I am a somewhat, newer, just like newer artist and like, I'm like I think many people might know me, but it's like I want them to actually hear my music because it's something I've been working since I was 12 and I'm 23 now, so it's like a big deal for me. So I'm
Yay.
excited to share my music, rock out, and I just am looking to meet new friends or more so like, professional connections. I would like this to be an opportunity to have more gigs open up to me as well. I had mentioned to Tony before the interview started yesterday, I played actually a solo set. It was just myself at a festival yesterday called 515 Mana Festival,
Yes.
which is a celebration that uplifts and celebrates BIPOC queer artists. And it was in collaboration with Iowa Juneteenth. And it was a great experience. I mean, it wasn't like a huge crowd that watched me or anything, but that's fine. I had a lot of fun.
Yes.
Um, and I'm looking forward. It was a great opportunity to also practice some of the songs live. I didn't have a drummer with me, but it was still really fun. And so with this show, it's in a nutshell, I'm gonna say first impression is what this show is. So
Awesome. I mean, I
that's
can't wait.
yeah, and I'm really hoping like I'm not afraid of like making mistakes on stage or just like because it happens. Like I know I'm
Absolutely.
prepared. I feel confident in my musicianship and like I'm just excited to play the show and this is going to be a big deal for me just because like I'm pretty much kind of new. Like I'm
Yeah.
not so it's gonna be a big deal for me and
It's your time. It is your time now. You get to take the stage with your drummer and show us some. I mean, your music, there's clearly musicianship there that's layered, it's complicated. I can't wait to see some of it and hear some of it. And I mean, what better, there is no better place. I mean, maybe in the world, but definitely in Des Moines, to show up as yourself with a group of people in the room. And, it kind of feels like instant family at XBK. So it's going to be a great show.
it will
Yeah.
be awesome. I actually printed some posters for it. I'll show you. I haven't opened them yet,
Oh my
but
gosh, yes, please.
so I printed these from Des Moines. It's like my poster. I'm gonna like have them at the show if people want one.
That's amazing. Yes.
There's 20 of them. Yeah, they're just I got them from Des Moines Printing, and I have this on like on the event Facebook event page on my Instagram, and I just was like, this is my friend Cameron Barrage is an artist from Des Moines, but she lives in Chicago now, and I really like her work, and I thought we talked about ideas for poster design. I thought this resonated with me because I like flowers. I love birds, and I like kind of spooky stuff, and I like the colors, and I really like how awesome it was made, and it's my first show, like big real show that's my own music outside of a band that,
Mhm.
and I just think it would, I want people to have one if they want. So
Yes.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Do you also, I mean, you mentioned it earlier, do you want to talk a little bit more about your work in the community as well?
Sure.
Like with Girls Rock and
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. Girls Rock is so important to me. Girls Rock is not just about music, although music is a big part. I would say music is more of a vehicle for the underlying message of social change. Girls Rock Des Moines is important to me because what I do there, um, I am a band coach and instructor, so I coach youth bands of girls, non-binary or gender non-conforming youth, and trans youth ages 8 through 18. Um, in 2 weeks at this camp, they have to learn a cover song. Some of them have never touched an instrument in their life, have never played. And they have to learn a cover song, write an original song as a band in 2 weeks, and perform at Woolies on the last day of camp. And in that time, they don't just learn, yes, they have instrument lessons. They learn about like music technology, like here's how to wrap a cable. This is what a sound frequency is. They learn all these awesome music related stuff through workshops and classes. But we don't just teach music. We teach about like racial awareness, racial equity. We talk about gender, sexuality, ability, empowerment, confidence. How can you actually change a certain situation around you through all of that? And we believe at camp, like music is not the only way, but it's a major way you can make change.
Yes.
And using your voice for good. And what's something amazing that I see there is some of the campers come in, they're so shy, like not confident about themselves, have no sense of self, are like a 12, 13-year-old. And by the end of camp, they are exploding with confidence. They make new friends, and they, I think, realize their self-worth, because every day at camp, like one of my favorite agreements, we have something called camp agreements where it's not, we don't like to say the word rules at camp. We call them camp agreements because rules sound kind of mean. They sound like you're enforcing it on someone. Rules are meant to be broken. So why not have mutual agreements? And one of those agreements is called I rock, you rock. What does that mean? So in society, even though the camp is not just girls, I understand it's called Girls Rock. Before I say this, it's not just girls, okay? But in society, traditionally and currently, women over apologize for like everything. I made a loud noise on the Zoom call. Sorry. I bumped into someone. Sorry, whatever. I spoke up when I shouldn't have. Sorry. There's nothing wrong with any of those. If you catch yourself saying sorry, we say, nope, I rock. If I hear someone saying sorry, hey, no, you rock. You're good. Don't say sorry. That's one of my favorite things, and sometimes I catch myself doing that outside of Girls Rock. Like when I used to work in a food service job, I would like forget to bag chips in someone's bag, and I'd be like, "Sorry, I rock." I rock.
Yes.
And then people would be like, "Okay," be like, "Yeah, I know that's." So I do it so much in my personal life, and some people, it's funny when people are confused, but they're okay then. Why are you saying that? I don't know. So it's really important, and we are looking to keep expanding on all grounds of performance, technology, and just to clarify, Girls Rock camps are international under the GRCA, Girls Rock Camp Alliance. There's Girls Rock camps in every continent of the world except Antarctica. Every major city has one. During the year of the pandemic, Des Moines was supposed to host the International Girls Rock Conference for people all around the world, Europe, Japan, whatever, Mexico, Chile, all these countries that have Girls Rock camps are supposed to come to Des Moines in 2020 for the conference, but because of COVID, it got canceled. It's just something I'm proud of, because I do, at the end of the day, I like my artistry. I don't like to put one thing over another. I really believe that like both things matter to me, and I believe Girls Rock is important because Des Moines always needs stuff like that. And one thing that I guess I should say makes me happy is we have, as I said, it's not just girls. We don't just cater to cis girls. So it's like something that makes me happy is that we have campers there that may have started out at camp like pre-transitioned, and then they go into camp. Oh, I can change my pronouns. I can experiment with different names. They can find out who they are at camp. I've had campers who identify as non-binary or trans directly tell me, Allegra, I just want to let you know, one of the reasons why I was able to really think about my gender identity is because I met you and you're non-binary, and it's important for these kids ages 18 to see successful adults that like them. And that's why it's important, because that's how the world should be. It should be more like how it is at Girls Rock.
Absolutely. I love the idea of saying I rock after I say I apologize, after I apologize for something or say something bad about myself. Like, no, I rock. No, I'm not going to do that anymore. I rock. You rock. Yes. And I love too that you're spending all of this time. I mean, again, it's a similar mission to XBK of spending time to develop people, help them find out who they are and help them find out how to express who they are. So I love it.
This sounds like a wonderful organization, a wonderful organization to support and to be a part of. So we're so glad that you're part of that and spreading all this good news and this good way of being, these good vibes. So that's so great. Thank you for doing that, because that's awesome. Thank you for taking part in that community.
Yeah, I love it. And thanks for learning more about it. So
yes.
Well, we
Well,
have a showcase coming up June 25th at Woolies if you want to go to. Tickets are
perfect.
like $10, I think, in advance. So
Yeah, that's coming right up here. So next Friday? So
yeah, it's coming up.
yeah. Well, this was awesome. We loved getting to talk to you. We loved getting to hear all these awesome stories, all these awesome things that you're doing in the community. I hope you had as much fun talking to us as we did.
Thank you. I had a great time. It was really awesome to meet you too. I was really excited about it. So yeah.
Great.
Us too.
Yeah, and we just want to do one real quick reminder here. So you can see Allegra on stage at XBK coming up this Friday, July 2nd at 7:30 p.m. Don't forget about Vinyl Happy Hour. That runs from 6 to 7. Amazing drinks, amazing time, good vibes, good music. So you don't want to miss that either before the show. And then just stick around for the show. You can get your limited tickets before they sell out at xbklive.com. And like I said, they have been selling out. So you do not want to wait on these. So hurry, get those tickets while they're still good. And of course, you can stream online for free at Facebook and YouTube. So there's no excuse to miss it. You should definitely see this show because Allegra's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I'm super happy to be part of this today, and I'm really looking forward to playing my show. And also, I'm excited it will be live streamed if you can't make it in person, so that'll be cool too.
Absolutely. It's going to live on. So yeah, if you can't make it in person or if you want to see it the next day, you'll be able to watch it. So we're so happy you were able to be with us today, and we can't wait to see you soon at your show.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thank you.
You should feel it in your bones now. You're no longer alone now. You have finally made it homebound. You have finally made it homebound.
Yo,
you should feel it.
I can feel something deep inside of me shaping. With everything I've experienced, my mind is awakened. Now I see the bigger picture that society's painting. The key to the colors, yo, they've been hiding the greatness. I refuse to continue to live my life in this matrix. I'd be damned if I were to raise some man in the same shit. Look at both of my sons, light shine from both of the faces. Your flashlight better not shine anywhere close to the faces. No officer, we don't benefit from enforcement. Every day I fight for the people without your endorsement. This one is for the people without the color of your skin. It's hard to believe in the shepherd when you wonder where horse went. I'm no longer a sheep, and I'm way too woke to count them. No longer need your money, you're too broke to be an accountant. Dominance is in my genetics, and we're growing by the thousand. When genes are recessive, nature's perfectly flowing without them. And trust me, I get it, that's one hard pill to swallow. The removing of nature's got us all feeling hollow. In the parking lot of McDonald's with a heart filled with sorrow. Food for the moment, we'll have God kill tomorrow.
For the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. This one is for the melanated people from every ghetto. For the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. For the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. For the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. This one is for the melanated people from every ghetto. For the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. For the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. For the black, the brown.
complaining, sick of us begging. Black is every shade, those who lack it stick us to pavement. Yellow tape around these dark brown bodies while round burgundies commentated for all of earth to see. It's supposed to be the blacker the berry, sweeter the juice, but instead the blackest berries extorted, beaten, abused, and be in the news as news feeds and blue hashtags, then get tossed in a used hatchback. While some like, thought we supposed to be brothers, while others bring up the excuse that we murder each other, all the while ignore the plans read by those with reduced colors, trying to drain us of all the others. So it's fuck them, fuck 5-0, and fuck the system. Enough marching, enough waiting, enough wishing, dog, we all tired. Let Trump tell it, we all fired. Seeing Twitter fingers turning into military crossfire. So we on that, too far in it to fall back. Between the ballot and the bullet, decisions in all caps. You too damn scared to move and mind your business, but we got shit to do. That's why we in this for the black, the brown, the red, the yellow for the black, the brown, the red, the yellow for the black, the brown, the red. This one is for the melanated people from every ghetto. For the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. For the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. For the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. This one is for the melanated people from every ghetto.
For peace, for justice, for me. You should feel it in your bones now. You're no longer alone now. You have finally made it homebound. You have finally made it homebound. You should feel it in your bones.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to XPK Live Local Loud. Thank you for joining us here in the house and everyone at home if you're watching. Of course, just a couple of housekeeping things. Of course, you're here to enjoy the show, so let's get those cell phones on silent. Your friends and family and paramours, they can hang out for just an hour, I promise. They'll still be there. If you're at home watching, I can't judge that for you. Live your best life. I don't know. But of course, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for tuning in wherever you're at. We'll get this show started. Please make some noise for our guest tonight at Live Local Loud right here at XBK, Allegra Hernandez.
Thank you.
This next song is called Dihydrate, and it's off my EP. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight. This means so much to me. I'm very happy to be playing here and to be with every single person here tonight. So I just want to introduce my drummer. This is Brooke Burgess. Yeah. This is an important gig to me because it's really kind of my first big gig playing my own solo music. So I'm very excited about it. Yeah. Well, we're gonna just keep the set going, but thank you all, and more talking for me later. I'm staying extra hydrated on stage. Right. Just like my song, Dehydrate. I'm guessing probably people here like Nirvana. I really like Nirvana. They were, I don't know, maybe a lot of people say this, but they were definitely one of the first bands that kind of like inspired me to play. But yeah, we're gonna do a Nirvana song in a second. I just put music. took the bomb? Every day and night, sing it if you know it. Every day and night, I can see your disco, you can suck in my mind. I'm out of time, I'm out of fucking time. I'm a gasoline gun with a Vaseline in my mind. Wanna disco, wanna see me disco? Let me hear you depoliticize my rhyme. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got what you've been asking for. You're so policy free, fantasy wheels, and everything you think and everything you say is alright, 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 alright. Take you home and I want to get you high. You're just a baby when you're screaming and you're shouting, more crackers, please, more crackers, please. You want what you want, but you don't want to be on your knees. Who does your, who does your, Who took the bomb from the bomb, Who took the ram from the ram, ding dong? Who took the bomb from the bomb, Who took the ram from the ram, ding dong? You bought a new man the first year of your man. You only wanna say, not because I'm so bored that I'd be entertained, even by a stupid linoleum floor. Your lyrics are dumber than a linoleum floor. Oh, walk all over you. Walk all over down. Who took the bomb from the bomb, Who took the ram from the ram, ding dong? Who took the bomb from the bomb, Who took the ram from the ram, ding dong? Who took the bomb from the bomb, Who took the ram? See you later. See you later. See you later. See you later. Something that's cool is 90s Riot Girl. So, something that's incredibly cool. Yeah, thank you. You are too. Let's see, March of 2020, I released an EP called Pearl EP, which you can find on Spotify, Bandcamp, Apple Music, everything except Amazon, pretty much. And then, and so that's out there, and because I released it pretty much right at the start of the pandemic, I couldn't really play any of the songs from it live, so I'm really happy to be playing them today. I also have some merch in the back if you're interested. I got shirts, stickers, posters. I would like to give credit to Cameron Barrage for designing those, the art design for that. And I also really want to thank all of the staff at XBK for making this happen, not just for me, because it's bigger than me. This venue is so important for the whole community in Des Moines.
So I want to thank Toby, Tom, Maggie, Sophie, Jack, Vito, and Gabe for all of their work, and Madison Ray, who introduced me, for doing all the work tonight to make all of these awesome live, local, and loud shows happen. Pretty cool. I hope everyone keeps coming back for more shows at XBK, because every week you seem to get just like a different artist, different style of music every week. So if you're looking to expand your music tastes and listen to local artists, you can really get into that at XBK. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do an acoustic song. So this next song I'm about to play is called Small Things First, and it's about noticing small things first. Let me grab a capo. Open your mouth to say one thing and you've already said it before. Hey, please stop repeating yourself, 'cause I don't wanna know it. Come on, don't take this out on me. I've already heard you explain it through. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I look at the world around me, I like to notice small things first, because sometimes they matter the most. You don't know my heart's gonna stop, you don't know what I have in stock. Just stop saying what you don't know. Thank you. Thank you. So, something I think that's kind of cool about that song is that I actually wrote that when I was 14. And something I think a lot of artists do is they kind of like make fun of the songs they wrote when they were younger, or kind of like laugh at them or be like, oh, that song's not very good. But I don't really agree with that, because I think that you should always celebrate every stage of yourself as an artist, even when you could barely play, or, so. And speaking of like young artists, one big group of people in here I would like to shout out is Girls Rock Des Moines. Something that I thought was an amazing experience this year, we had our first in-person summer camp. I was a guitar instructor and band coach, and there were several of the rockers here from Girls Rock, so right in the front here. And all of their songs every year at Girls Rock greatly inspire me, and I think everyone needs to know what Girls Rock Des Moines is. Definitely come see an event for Girls Rock. But yeah, well, all right, keep moving on from here. Thank you. Anyone play Wii? I like Wii. Well, cool. As you can see, we like the Me Plaza theme song. Well, cool. This next song is it's a somewhat like angry song. It's called Use My Pronouns, and it's about how, like, even though I've used they, them pronouns for almost a decade of my life, like 8 years, people still, like, can't seem to use them, or they just overlook it. And, you know, pronouns are just as important as your name. Like, it would be calling me, instead of Allegra, calling me Alexa. It's a little off, you know? So this song is called Use My Pronouns, and just as a reminder, it doesn't matter if the person seems very cisgender presenting. It doesn't matter what their gender is. You should always ask pronouns, and that's something that's important. It should be regular enough that, like, if you introduce yourself to someone, you're like, oh, what's your pronouns, you know? I think some people like to really do that online, but not really in person, and I would like to see that shift happening where we change that to more of an in-person kind of thing. And I wrote this song, I had the riff written for quite a long time, and I didn't know what to write about, and I was like, this seems like one of the most prevalent things on the front of my brain. So, yeah, I would like to release a lot of these songs that are not on my Spotify. My goal is to get them out as soon as possible. So, yeah. So I hope that some of you that might be uncomfortable, at first, and it's okay at first, because when the first step is like learning something new is being uncomfortable with it. So maybe everyone can make it a goal for one day of the coming week to ask someone's pronouns. Might be a cool goal. But yeah, thank you. This next song is called 2 Years Long, and it's about how it took me literally 2 years to finish the song, because sometimes it takes a long time to finish stuff you start, especially, if you are a creative person. You can be working on stuff for like years. Like some people have spent years on albums, and the same with songs, and yeah. I wrote a song, it's 2 years long. So please know that I'm here, yes I'm here, yes I'm here. I just take a long time to respond. Feeling perpetually 19 when I'm 22 years old. So, fun fact about me, I like tempo changes in music. I don't like songs when they're one tempo. Like, I always want to change the tempo because when I asked Brooke to play drums with me, I was like showing him all of our songs, and he was like, every song literally changes tempos. Like, what?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah. And the only song that like doesn't change a tempo, I think, was that Pronoun song. I think so. But I like tempo changes because it adds variation, and also it's impressive because like, well, the EP I recorded actually at Sonic Factory, and like I recorded it with this really awesome person. He's a music director at School of Rock West Des Moines. Kevin Drew recorded my EP. So we were trying to map out the exact tempo in Pro Tools. Like, it was literally like, okay, 120, 109. It was like just decreasing the tempo on the Pro Tools thing. And I think it's really impressive when artists or bands, record with tempo changes. And if you can do it live, that's way cool. So, yeah. Cool. Let's see. Does anyone like Tegan and Sarah? Okay. I love Tegan and Sarah. They were, I don't know, I just love them so much. I mean, I do have to say, I definitely really, I'm going to just idolize them as a young kid because they were like the first musicians I started listening to that were openly queer, gay. I very much love Tegan and Sarah, and they very much inspired me to play and express. And it's because I remember being younger, because I'm 23, but I remember being like, it's so vivid being like 14, 15, and especially if you're not a male, the music scene can be like really unwelcoming. And to see like really amazing like female or just women musicians that inspired me and allowed me to gain the confidence that I have, to be like, if they can do it, I can do it too. And I always just say, like, no matter what space I walk in, no matter what happens, I always just say to myself, like, I will be respected by all in the space I walk in. And yeah, if you ever feel like, especially like for younger people out there, because I know there's like a lot of teens in here right now, so if you ever feel like you're in a space, maybe there's like older people, or you feel like, you're the only one of this person here, just remember that you always deserve respect in every space you walk in. So you have to walk in and do a power pose. You want to do? I don't know. I think like my power pose I either do like, usually I don't have a guitar, but I like to do this, like spread my arms out, just like, yeah, like take up space, like don't, like make sure you own the space you're in, present yourself as a person. But yeah, so just something to think about is that, yeah, if you are young and doing music, and if you ever feel unwelcome, just know that there are thousands more places that will welcome you. So, like this place, for example, like XBK. Yeah. Something I can't do is tune and talk. I have not seen a guitarist on stage that knows how to tune and talk at the same time. I don't know how people can do that, because I can't do that. The con. I listen and yes, I'm guilty of this. this, you should know this. I broke down and wrote you back before you had a chance to forget, forgotten. I am moving past this, giving notice. I have to go, yes, I know that feeling, know you're leaving. Calm down, I'm calling back to sleep. I'm capsized, staring on the edge of say. Calm down, I'm calling back to sleep. I'm not coming around, coming around. Well, nobody likes to, but I really like to cry. Well, nobody likes me, baby, if I cry. Spelled out your name and list for reasons, fan of hearts, don't call me back. I imagine you when I was just a non-existent. I follow suit and laid out on my back. Imagine that. A million hours left. I think of you, I think of that. Calm down, I'm calling back to sleep. Capsized, staring on the edge of say. Calm down, I'm calling back to sleep. I'm home now, coming around, coming around. Well, nobody likes to, but I really like to cry. Well, nobody likes me, baby, if I Circle me, I need to be taken down. 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 Well, nobody likes to, but I really like to cry. Well, nobody likes me, maybe, if I cry. Circle me, I need to be taken down. Circle me, I need to be taken down. Circle me, I need to be taken down. Yeah. Cool. Mid 2000s. Happy birthday, Miles. Happy birthday to Miles. How old are you? 14? Happy 14th birthday to this amazing person, Miles. Yeah. I think we have a couple things left. I was always, when I learned like, oh yeah, you get a 45-minute set, I'm always used to playing like, with my old band, we always did like punk sets for like 20, 30 minutes. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's like so much time, you know? 45 minutes is actually a long time to play. Yeah, cool. Let me just tune. Again, I have to tune, so I can't talk when I'm tuning. If you have a drink, make sure you give a minimum, and I'm saying a minimum 20% tip to the bartender. To Jack up there. Everyone say thank you, Jack. I always try to tip like 20 or 25%. And I think like if you were gonna go out somewhere, you always have to be prepared for a tip. So, yeah. Let's get some odd meters going. If anyone is like a music nerd, I can actually tell you the time signatures. So the first time signature is ready, 1 grouping of 5 and 1 grouping of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like 11, 4. Okay? Yeah, Brooke just played it, so. And it's hard to actually count that if you're playing it with the accents, like the, because it's 1, oops. It's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2. And so it's like kind of interesting. And we were practicing this together and we had a lot of fun trying to learn it together because I never really played it with drums, and Brooke was able to figure out like all the hits, which was so cool. So, yeah. Yeah. The second grouping, which I don't even know if this is fully correct, but the way I internalize the second grouping, and Brooke, you can always like explain your side of it, is like, it's in 4/4, but it's like over the bar line. So it's like 3 groupings of 4/4 that go over the bar line. I don't know if everyone might now know what that means, but and then the last grouping is a grouping of 9/8. Right? 9/8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, and then to transition, you have to do 11/8 back into it. So, it's actually way easier to feel it out than to count it. You should not try to count that. You should just feel it out. There's a lot of people in here that mean a lot to me. Every person in this room is making me very happy, and thank you for sharing this night with me. I know it's July, so Pride Month just ended, but it's always Pride every day, actually. It's just broadcasted in June for some reason, which is a good month, but there's I don't know, there's a lot of amazing people here, like young people and older people, and I would like to send all my love to all my trans friends in this room, because I have a lot of them in here. I just want you to always feel uplifted everywhere you go. And it brings me honor that you want to share your time with me. So that's what I would like to really thank all of you. Yeah. Cool. I don't know if I have one song left, so next, what? Okay. Okay. we could do an easy one. You could drum too if you want. Yeah. Well, this next song, Rebel Girl. Okay, Rebel Girl. I can do that. I can do those songs for sure. Well, I'll play. Maybe we can try it right now. Brooke, if you do kick, snare, snare, kick, snare, tat, tat. It's snare, snare, kick, snare, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and da, 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 snare, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. Okay, let's do Rebel Girl. I did not plan to do this. All right. I forgot to turn up the bass. And you can do whatever you want, actually. I'll start with your drum beat and come in. Snare, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. Yeah, I think so. I hope I did. That girl thinks she's the queen of the neighborhood. She's got the hottest track in town. That girl, she holds her head up so high. I think I wanna be her best friend, yeah. Rebel girl, rebel girl, rebel girl, you are the queen of my world. Rebel girl, rebel girl, I think I wanna take you on, I wanna try on your glove.
one more jam before we go live. One more jam. So just like follow my thing. It'll be easy, I promise. It'll be like
We're just gonna jam before we do to extend the set a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. We were just jamming, so. We didn't plan the last two things that just happened, so. Well, this next song I'm going to play is also off my EP. It's the last track, which I guess is classified as a single because it's like 3 songs, but I just say it's an EP. But it's called Goldmine, and it's about, in general, the song is kind of about like wealth inequality, except it's more like in order to be a human and live in the world successfully, you need resources. People are, oh, like money doesn't make you happy. It actually does. You actually need money to live. And there's people in the world that like take all of that money, and then that's why we have like a $7.25 minimum wage right now, which is not good. So it's kind of about that. But it's actually, beyond that, it's share your stuff with people. Don't just keep things to yourself unless it's a personal thing, obviously, but share if your friends need help or if like someone maybe you don't know needs help, find ways to help and support other people. And that's kind of what this song is about. Yeah. Fun fact, I wrote an album that has 2 guitars, a bass, and drums, and singing. I wrote all that music, but right now I have myself and drums. So it's kind of hard to play some of these songs because I'm trying to play 2 guitar parts at once, compensate for bass, right? So it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to try stuff like that live. So we'll just probably start it all over because it's a pretty cool song. So okay. Was I going too fast? Okay. All right. So it's a fun time.